Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and we're going to talk some more about Biomutant tonight. This is part 2 of my review. I don't feel like you can review an open world game in a short amount of time. You got to put some time into it. You got to experience more things, and you have to really get to know and understand what's going on in the world. So today's review part is going to focus mostly on the world. What's going on with it? How does it look? How does it feel? Is the exploration nice? Is there plenty of stuff to find? Stuff like that has to do with the open world. The last review we're going to get into is going to be more of the customization, the character building, and other elements of the game that might seem relevant. That one will probably drop around Friday night. I want to get as much time. I want to get as much time in the game as I can. At least past the 20-hour mark before I drop that video. So let's get on with the world. So I've been playing now for like another 5 hours today. Just exploring the world and seeing what's going on in there. Yesterday when I quit playing, I was right close to like beating the first actual boss in the game. That was pretty fun. It wasn't like super hard. I mean, it was pretty. I did die the first time, but it was easy to figure out the moveset and get through that. It wasn't super difficult. Nothing in the combat so far has been difficult for the most part. So right after that, I kind of just split away from doing the main story. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get on. I think it kind of funnels you to that point and then like lets the world open up, because after that it wasn't like trying to really point me in a direction. I mean, it was, but it was easier to ignore it after that point for some reason. So basically got a gist of what I'm supposed to be doing in the game and why it matters, and it seems like that seems fine. Like it is, it definitely wears its AA on its sleeve. Like it doesn't try to hide that whatsoever. But right after you're done with that part and you break away and you get out there and you just start doing what you want to do in this open world, that's when the fun really starts to kick in, and the game starts to change. It becomes a lot more enjoyable. There's a lot more stuff to do, like to see. I mean, this world is freaking beautiful. I have been through the Deadlands. I've been through like the freaking lush, beautiful world. I've seen the canyon region. I've seen a snow region. I mean, this game has so much, and it is so big. It takes so long to travel from one point to another point that it's good. So, in order to speed that travel up, I found myself a ram. I'm riding around a ram now. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's a goat. It's a mountain goat. It's pretty cool. Like, I like it. I am starting to really like, this game is growing on me. It is growing on me pretty quick too. Like, the exploration in this is so fun. It looks so good. Going out and doing the side quests, I've been getting some like really cool equipment and stuff. I haven't really been focusing much on that type of stuff. I've just been focusing on like going around and seeing the world and seeing what it has to offer. Getting fast travel points so that when I do start to go and do all the story stuff, I can just knock it out real quick, because I really don't like to be bogged down with. I like to get my story as quick as possible, so that I'm like, okay, cool. But that's why I front load all of my exploring and all of my side quest stuff and all of my collectibles and stuff like that in the beginning of playing the game, because after I complete the story, that's usually when I just kind of put the game aside and go back to it every once in a while when I feel like going back into that world. Biomutant's no different than the way I would play an Assassin's Creed or a Ghost Recon or anything like that. I go through the world, I find all my I find as many fast travel places as I can, because you do kind of have to find those in here. You have to, the map is fogged, but once you go through it, then it unfogs everything. So that's kind of helpful. I like that, because then it doesn't. Then I know where I haven't been, and then it's easier to like go back there and look at all that, because I like to get everything. I like to see everything at least once, find whatever fast travels I can, and like I just said, so that I can get all my story as quick as possibly done. There is kind of a gosh dang it, what was I going to say? Oh, there's kind of a subtle charm to this world that that only a few games can. That only a few games have ever really like given you. Like, I play this game. I mean, my character doesn't have a name, doesn't have a voice, it never talks. Everything is narrated by a narrator. When you meet an NPC, the narrator tells you everything that, translates whatever the narrator tells you. Like when you find certain spots. I finally came across that part that they were showing when they were showing the performance and resolution of each different system before it came out. The Hope Hall. that's pretty hilarious. Like, this game is so freaking. This game world is so big, and it's nice because like when you're going through it and you're like looking at stuff and you can just go through and so I went into this house and I go downstairs and there's like a treadmill in there, so I jump on the treadmill and it let me boost my agility. You can find things like that throughout this world just by going into houses or going into bunkers and finding like new weapons and stuff like that. Like this game definitely does reward you for exploring. I've noticed that. I feel good about that. I'm really happy with the way the exploration is for the most part, because I can spend, like 20 hours just exploring this world. Especially if I'm just collecting stuff, and like getting into fights and combat, every once in a while. Like, that's good. I like that. I like that I'm going to be able to spend plenty of time. Like today, I just tried to get to as many places as fast as I could so that I could get back on here and kind of review the world for you so that you know. A lot of people were kind of comparing it to Zelda. No, that's not the case. Zelda's a completely different game. This is. I mean, the map is huge, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, there's zones that will affect you if you don't have like a certain immunity for them and stuff. But like they're not like Zelda. Like the desert was pretty big, or the volcano was pretty hot, and it was a big space, and you had to find that stuff. On this, it's like little areas, like you can kind of run through that little area to get what you need to get, and then get back out. But so it's not like that. It's not like a whole region. It's just not that I've found anyways. I'm pretty sure there's like a desert region. I didn't really go into the winter region when I passed that. I just saw it, kind of went past it. So, like, this world is pretty expansive. There's lots of stuff to find. I'm definitely hooked on exploring this world. I'm probably going to slow down a lot more on my exploration now that I've seen enough to be able to say, yeah, this world looks pretty good. It's pretty nice. The exploration's pretty fun. I still kind of feel like this game is kind of niche, for like older people like myself, for older gamers. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. And but for younger gamers, or like a younger generation of gamers, it doesn't have that polish of a AAA like Ratchet and Clank or like a Nintendo first party exclusive. I mean, it definitely looks like the visuals are on par, if not better, than on the Xbox Series X than anything on the Nintendo Switch right now. But it also just, I mean, it does kind of have that charm of playing a Nintendo exclusive more than it does playing like a Ratchet and Clank. If that makes any sense, it does have that it does kind of have that more Nintendo charm than it does like the Ratchet and Clank or any of the other stuff. It does have that. I mean, it's nowhere. It's not as good as that, but it does. It does have that simplistic charm to it that could possibly carry you through to completing this experience. I have had the more I play it, the more it grows on me. Like I'm really starting to really want to explore more and do more things and like just kind of get lost in the mindlessness of it all, because it is fun to look at. It does look really good to play, to do some of this stuff. I mean, it's not super complicated, any of it. It hasn't went out of its way to like test my gaming skills whatsoever yet, but you know, the combat that I have had, because I'm like going for like a strength build, you know, so that I can just be strong, you know, and like try to take things out pretty quick. Like I like that. I like how that feels so far. So I'm going to continue with that probably throughout this playthrough. I definitely I'm grateful I was able to find a way to get past that initial feeling of how I was feeling when I first started playing Biomutant, because that first couple of hours was really a struggle. I was in my mind, I was picturing this game as completely different, and then when you get into it and you actually start playing it, then you see it kind of see it like that expectation that you have just completely not be there. It is hard, and you do have to take a step back and look at it again and find another reason to play it. I definitely do think that there is some fun to be had with Biomutant. But we got a lot of good games coming up really soon. We've got Ratchet and Clank that comes out in like 15 days. We have Horizon Forbidden West is going to get revealed Thursday, and possibly the release date's going to drop. I'm pretty sure they're going to drop the release date on that. We've got Far Cry 6. They are going to announce tomorrow and show off some more. Like, we're not going to be starved for games. Like, if this is not something, if Biomutant's not something that you want to try or like I'm saying, basically is what I'm saying is I've found a way for it to be good for me. I paid full price for it. I bought it digitally. If I don't find a way to play it, or at least try to get my money out of it, then it's just going to sit there in my backlog like a lot of other games have. And thankfully this is good enough for me to actually keep playing, because I like it. I do like it. I like where it's going. It's definitely changed. It has grown on me, and I am grateful for that, because that would have been really disappointing if it would have went in my back pile. So, or in my backlog. And my daughter's playing it. She loves it. She's been playing it all day today. So, yeah, definitely getting my money's worth out of this. I do recommend this. I still do recommend this game, you know, more for a younger generation of players. And if you are older and you want to experience this, wait for a sale. Wait for it to go on sale. This game is going to appeal more to younger people. So I do feel like, you know, if you're a parent and you want to buy your kids a game, like this game is good enough to where it definitely is going to entertain a younger audience, maybe more, and it's mild enough in the RPG area that to where they'll probably be able to pick it up and learn it pretty good. Like my 11-year-old daughter, she's playing it, she likes it. She's getting a kick out of being able to make her mutant rodent pink. It's cool. Like she likes it, so it does appeal to her, and she's kind of a picky kid too. I mean, her thing is Fortnite, and for her to be able to come away from Fortnite to play Biomutant, that definitely speaks volumes that this game is enticing enough for kids to want to play it. I'm pretty sure this game will be on sale within the next couple of months. So, but in the next couple of months, all the other good stuff's going to be out. So, it's one of those things. If you were interested in Biomutant in the beginning, like, and you're still on the fence about it, it's definitely cool. If you're playing on an Xbox Series X, it definitely looks good. I mean, it's 4K. The visuals look great. If you get really close to like mountainsides and roads and stuff, you know, you can start to see the textures fall a little bit apart and they get a little blurry. But it is what it is. It's a AA game. It definitely plays pretty good. I don't know if it. I'm gonna say the same thing I did about Returnal. This game would probably be better priced at $49.99. It is what it is. I mean, maybe even less. And you probably, I mean, it's a THQ published game, so chances of it going on sale, you know, from now in the next, 2 months is a good possibility. So if you are on the fence about it, if you're still sitting on the fence about it, you're not going to hurt yourself by waiting. Like, if you do wait, there's going to be a next gen upgrade. It's definitely fine if you wait. If you're a parent and your kids want this game, it is. I do believe that it is more. I do believe that it is worth the price that it is right now. Like I've been able to find value in it, so I'm okay. I'm satisfied with paying $60 for it. But I'll tell you what, if your kid's interested in it and likes it, I don't see no reason why you can't support the developer and pay them full price for this game. Like I don't have a problem with that. The game has enough content to justify the price. And the open world does look beautiful. Like it is immaculate. It does look good. It does look. If you pay $60 for a Nintendo game, this game definitely has just as good or good enough like visual value to justify that price tag. And the characters and the gameplay is pretty fun. There's enough content in this game to definitely find a way to get your money's worth. If you're an older gamer, yeah, if you're on the fence about it, you might as well just wait for a sale. There's nothing that's going to change your mind. It's this game. Let's put it this way: this game feels good. It's fun to play, but damn, would it feel amazing to play this if you only paid $30 for it? Am I right? Am I right? Yes, I think I'm right. If you can wait for it to go on sale and play it for $30, you're going to have a much better experience. If you pay full price for it, then yeah, I hope that you are able to find the enjoyment value that I have, and possibly have a child that has an Xbox and you have an Xbox, then you can game share, or a PlayStation that you can game share that they would like it. That's the best way forward. So in my mind, I paid $30 for my version. I paid $30 for her version. So yeah, I made out like a bandit. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video, and I plan on having the last review for this game out on Friday. We're going to go over all the customization and all the character building and all of that stuff, as much as I put into it. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to get everything do everything if it's not if it doesn't make sense. I'm not going to force myself to do it but I will talk about what I did naturally. So, see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.